Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mag. So Newcastle United have just ended at St James's Park in a 2-1 defeat to, of course, Crystal Palace. And I've got to say, that is some of the worst football I have seen played at St James's Park this season. Newcastle United going ahead 1-9 into the game through a John Joe Shelvey goal of all people. And then to throw it away and end up losing 2-1 to a dinosaur like Roy Hodgson. This just shows you that Steve Bruce no longer needs to be at Newcastle United. He needs to be gone from the club. End of. There's no question about it now. The way he set up this team today is absolutely pathetic. Hands down pathetic. You look at the game against Everton, the way that Graham Jones set that team up. It was absolutely amazing, tactically perfect. We played a much better game. And tonight, we were playing really well in the game. And then Steve Bruce started to stick his neb in. And you could see the wheels were just coming off of the bus. And, that just proves why Steve Bruce no longer needs to be at this club. We went down, and when we went down to them, 2-1 down, Steve Bruce is making the lads go back and play in defence. We need to be going forward, man. We need to be going forward. We need to be attacking. We need to be pushing teams like Crystal Palace. This is Crystal Palace. Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace. They're absolutely dreadful away in the league this season. They've lost their last 4, I believe it is, in the games this season away. And, they come at St James's Park, 416 minutes without them scoring a goal in an away game. And bang, here they are, winning 2-1 against us. This is how pathetic it's become. You need to be waking up, Steve, and you need to realise that Graham Jones was brought in to help you, to bring the team forward in an attacking mentality. And you look at the way we played tonight, we were attacking, we were putting in the effort, and then Steve Bruce was sticking his neb in. He sent Graham Jones to the stand, to sit in the stand just to get him out of the way, because Graham Jones is apparently embarrassing him from the Everton game. At the end of the day, he wouldn't be embarrassing you if you actually were to do your job that you're being brought in to do. It's just an absolute joke. And talking on Steve Bruce as well, I wouldn't be surprised if the Northwest club, Manchester United, are paying Steve Bruce to actually sabotage Newcastle United in the Premier League, to send Wood down to the Championship. We could have had Jesse Lingard. He was wanting to come to Newcastle, and then all of a sudden Man United pull the trigger on him and tell him to go away and go to West Ham. Hamza Chaudhry at Leicester could have been coming to Newcastle. Leicester pull the trigger. Liverpool going for Kabak after Newcastle had already agreed a deal and he was about to come to Newcastle. Liverpool jump in, and look what happens. He's going off to the Northwest. It's getting absolutely pathetic now. And I am really getting fucking pissed off with the way things are going. We've had a little bit of a positive note on the takeover front, in the fact that the Qatari's embassy in Riyadh has been able to put up their flag. So that means, hopefully, it won't be long for the takeover. And by fucking God, when that takeover does happen, and when it does happen, I mean, it's going to be an absolutely glorious fucking day. I will tell you that, because all these fucking clubs like Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Richard fucking Masters, Gary fucking Hoffman, you all better run for the fucking hills, because the mighty fucking Toon Army will be fucking coming back, and we'll be reclaiming our fucking titles we should have had back in the fucking 90s if it hadn't have been for dirty secret meetings at 3 in the fucking morning with Man United and Liverpool to try and steal the title from Newcastle United, and a great fucking guy like Kevin Keegan. Literally, if Bobby Robson was alive to fucking day and he's seen the way this club was going and the way this club's being managed, he would literally 100% be rolling in his fucking grave. It's absolutely beyond a joke the way this team's been going. We had a little bit of hope shown in the game against Everton, showing what we could do. And it's absolutely went down the drain in this game tonight against Crystal Palace. The referees haven't been great neither. I've got to say the referee was absolutely horrendous. He really, really didn't put in a good job tonight. He was really poor on his decisions. There was so many times in the match tonight that Crystal Palace dived to the ground and they weren't given cards. And, you know, you've got to be looking at that and thinking, we're really getting screwed over here. They really don't want Newcastle to be in the Premier League anymore. You know, and if they were to look just at their figures when Newcastle went down, you know, they lost money when Newcastle went down to the Championship because the attraction wasn't there anymore. The attraction of Newcastle, the attraction of entertaining football in the Premier League wasn't there. Nobody wants to watch Man United versus Liverpool. Nobody wants to watch Arsenal versus Tottenham because they all end in 0-0 draws. They're absolutely boring games. Nobody wants to watch them. You know, and the talk of their Super League, you know, if they went and made their Super League, who would even watch it anyway? Nobody would want to watch that kind of football. It's absolutely beyond a joke. That game tonight, Newcastle should have come away with a win. And I'm putting it entirely down the blame on the referees and Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce for his inept management skills and the referees for just being absolute horrendous when they're performing in the games for Newcastle. They're really, really bullshit decisions, right, left and centre. And there was a couple of chances I seen in that game tonight, you know, where Callum Wilson was getting held around the waist by Gary Cahill. In my eyes, you know, there should have been penalty calls in the game there, and nothing was given. Andre Marina, of course, was on VAR, so was it going to ever be given anyway? You know, can we even make a decision on that? You know, it's very, very frustrating, and it's really starting to piss us off the way the club's being managed. We'll look at some of the comments, of course. We've got Thomas here saying, hi, Thomas, mate. Bruce out, of course. We've got, of course, have only 2 words, absolutely shambolic. Exactly, Thomas. It was a shambolic performance again tonight. Of course, the game against Everton showed a little bit of light at what we can do. And we did show in the course the game tonight what we can do until, of course, Steve Bruce, like I say, ended up getting in there and completely fucking everything up for us once again. Of course, Jonathan Young, who watches the channel quite a bit. Hiya, Jonathan, mate. Thought we played okay first half, but second half we had no plan. I can't really argue with you on that. It really went to shit once Steve Bruce started getting his ideas into the game. And the fact that he made Graham Jones sit in the stand as well doesn't help matters neither. Always hate when we lose to Palace. Yeah, it's just shit. They're not a club. Palace aren't a club in my eyes. They're an absolute joke. To even class them as a Premier League club is pathetic. MBS in, well and truly, definitely did men. Saudis in, well said, call me. No problem, Jonathan. Want to take over now or I will lose my mind. Exactly. It's just absolutely pathetic the way it's going. Cabbage head out, Piff, PCP, and the Rubens will save us. Hopefully, Jonathan May at the will. Hopefully they will. And hopefully that takeover isn't that long around the corner. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm just not in the right frame of mind with the way that game played out tonight to continue this stream. I'm going to wrap it up now, lads, but make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the channel as well. Until next time, I'll see you all later. And however, lads, have a good night, mate.